Welcome back to AI Royal Creations. So listen up because this is actually crazy. Grok AI just made their Imagine feature completely free and unlimited, and nobody's talking about it. Like, I'm talking unlimited image generation, unlimited videos, no credits, no waiting, and it might not last forever. So I dropped everything to test this out because if you're sleeping on this, you're literally missing out on free money. We're going to put this thing through the ringer and see if it's actually worth the hype or just another AI letdown. Let's check it out. All right, so just so you know, Grok actually has two different options. One will let you really dive deep and edit images, upload your own images and modify them, add stuff to them, all that good stuff. But that one's limited if you're on the free plan. Today, we're sticking with the limited time, unlimited free image generation option, which is honestly pretty solid for what we're doing here. So first off, we are on the home page. I've been scrolling through and to see what other people have been making. Okay, so check this out. These are looking pretty good and super creative, right? Now here's the cool part. When you click on any of these, it actually takes you to a whole dedicated page where you can see exactly what prompt was used. And get this, you can generate even more images by scrolling down, and you have the option to turn it into a video. I'm honestly loving this feature. All right. Time for the real test. I'm going to put this thing through its paces by making 3 avatars. One in a 3D Pixar style, one realistic, and one Studio Ghibli style. Let's see how this bad boy handles different vibes. First up, Pixar style. I'm going with 3D Pixar style full body character of an African-American woman with smooth brown skin, a warm smile, big expressive eyes, and long curly hair. She wears modern, stylish clothes with hoop earrings and looks slightly chubby in a cute, relatable way. Bright Pixar lighting, clean rendering, front-facing pose, confident and playful. Background: a cozy modern living room with vibrant colors, soft furniture, and warm glowing window light. Hit enter or generate. Now look, you guys know me. I usually speed this stuff up because nobody wants to sit through the whole generation process, right? Like, who has time for that? But this time, nah, I'm leaving it at normal speed because I want you to see just how crazy fast Grok actually is. This is the real deal. No tricks, no editing magic. This is literally how fast this thing works. And another thing I like about this is, as you see, it just keeps generating. All you have to do is keep scrolling down. You can get as many images as you want, and it's fast when it does it. That's solid. All right, let's dive into this video option. So you've got 5 different styles to choose from: speech, custom, spicy, fun, and normal. But here's what I'm really digging about this. You can do all of this right here on this same page. Like, you don't have to jump around to different pages or anything. It's all just right here. That's honestly pretty smart design. And as someone who hates clicking through a million different screens just to get something done, yeah, I appreciate that. All right, we're just gonna hit make a video and let this thing do its magic. No overthinking it, no tweaking settings. We're going full default mode and seeing what Grok comes up with on its own. Now this takes a little longer, maybe about a minute, but not long. Okay, let's download this thing so I can blow it up and actually see what we're working with here. Okay, so she's cute, but not chubby like I specifically asked for in the prompt. Now here's the thing. I always throw chubby into my prompts because for whatever reason, all AI generators seem to struggle with that. And I like putting them to the test. So I'm not mad it messed that up, but check this out. The day before, it actually gave me this. So it is capable of doing it, which is good to know. Now, Grok is supposed to be like VO, and with that generator, it automatically adds sound. Let me show you this same video with the sound on so you can hear what we're working with. Yeah, I honestly don't know what that's supposed to be, but that's what we got. After playing around with this for a couple days, it's been pretty inconsistent. Sometimes I get weird gibberish like that. Sometimes I actually get music that kind of makes sense, or I get applause or some other random sound effect. But here's the thing I noticed. When I use the default video option and download the video, the sound doesn't even download with it anyway. So, yeah. All right, now let's switch it up and try a realistic style. The prompt I'm throwing at it is, Ultra-realistic portrait of an African-American woman with smooth brown skin, a heart-shaped face, and long straight hair with a side part. She has expressive eyes, wears stylish glasses, and is dressed in modern designer clothes. Lighting is soft and cinematic with warm highlights and shadows. Background: a city rooftop at sunset with blurred, glowing skyline lights. Okay, these are looking really solid. Now let's test out the speech option and see what happens. Let's click on one of these and then click on the video option, then hit speech, and boom. This little text box pops up where we can type whatever we want her to say. Keep in mind these videos are only 6 seconds long, so we can't go crazy with a whole monologue or anything. I'm gonna drop in, "Hey Royal Fam, ready to create some Grok magic?" and hit enter. Okay, let's download it so I can make it bigger for you guys, and let's see what we got.
Hey Royal Fam, ready to create some Grok magic?
Hey Royal Fam, ready to create some Grok magic?
Hey Royal Fam, ready to create some Grok magic?
Yeah, I actually redid this twice. That's why you just watched 3 generations back to back. The reason I did that is because I've seen people saying you have to regenerate a few times to get anything decent. So I decided to hit that redo button twice to see what would happen. The images look great, but the sound and lip sync, not so much. But keep watching. I'm going to show you exactly how to get around that once we try out one more style and video option. All right, let's try one more style. We're going with Ghibli this time. I'm curious to see how this handles that classic Studio Ghibli look. So the prompt I'm using is pretty detailed. Studio Ghibli style illustration of an African-American woman with warm brown skin, a heart-shaped face, big expressive eyes, and long thick hair with a side part. She wears a simple yet stylish outfit with a touch of whimsy. Soft, painterly textures, warm colors, dreamy atmosphere, and golden afternoon sunlight. Background: a grassy hill with wildflowers, blue sky, and fluffy clouds, capturing the magical warmth of a classic Ghibli scene. Okay, look at these. They're actually pretty solid. Now let's switch it up and try the fun video style. I'm curious to see what Grok's idea of fun looks like compared to the other styles we've tested. So we're going to do the same process. Pick an image, click on video, select fun, and let's see what it does. This is without sound. Next will be with sound. Now look, I'm not afraid to say when I just don't know something, and I'm honestly not sure if the speech option on PC is the only one that actually downloads the audio. I've seen people using this mostly on the app on their phones, but the videos I've watched didn't show them downloading anything. They just showed it playing in the app, so I'm not really sure what's going on there. But honestly, since the sound quality isn't that great anyway, I guess it doesn't really matter. Now here's where things get really interesting. I'm going to take one of the 3D avatars I made yesterday and run it through DreamFace for lip sync. And look, I've seen people mess around with Grok's speech option. And honestly, to get anything decent, you're going to be sitting there hitting retry over and over again. We're not about that life, right? Plus, you might want something longer than 6 seconds anyway. So we're jumping into DreamFace because it can loop the video and add whatever audio we want. Just make sure the video you choose will look good when looped. You don't want something jarring when it repeats. The audio I'm using in DreamFace, I got it free from Google AI Studio's text-to-speech option. I've actually got a couple videos showing exactly how I do this whole process. I'll drop those links down in the description. They break down DreamFace too, so if you want the full walkthrough, definitely check those out. All right, so real quick, we hit the lips image at the top, click on photo/video, grab that clip, then jump over to audio, grab the audio file, hit generate, and yeah, I'm flying through this because I've got the detailed walkthrough videos linked below in the description. I already ran this through, so let's see what we got.
Hey everyone! So you just saw how easy it was to create me in Grok AI. Literally took like 30 seconds to generate this realistic avatar. Now I'm talking to you through DreamFace, which means you can take any avatar you make in Grok and give it a voice, just like this. Whether you want to create content, make presentations, or just mess around with AI, this combo is actually insane. You're getting unlimited avatar creation in Grok, then bringing them to life with speech. The possibilities are endless. And the best part, most of this is free right now. So go create your avatar and let's see what you come up with.
Does Grok follow prompts? Yeah, it does. Could it follow them better? Absolutely. Like all image generators, it tends to miss some of the details, like the hair part I specifically mentioned in the prompt. Now, it's totally possible if we kept scrolling through more generations, it would have eventually given us exactly what we wanted. But honestly, it did a really solid job overall. I was actually pretty impressed with Grok. Now, when I first checked out those community images, I thought they looked good, but something was bugging me. It took me a hot minute to figure it out, but a lot of them have this filtered look, almost like a poster or something. Don't get me wrong, they're not bad. Matter of fact, they are really good. But when people were hyping this up against VO and NANO, I was expecting the realistic avatars to look, well, actually real, not like an airbrush version of a real person. That said, they still look really solid and I definitely use them for projects. So is Grok Imagine perfect? Heck no. There's definitely room for improvement. But do I love that it's unlimited, stupid fast, and already doing video? Absolutely. Plus, I love that you can do everything from one place, no jumping around between different tools. The speech feature needs serious work, but those multiple generations, chef's kiss. Other image generators better take notes on that. Grok is coming for everybody's necks right now. They're about to have the competition in a chokehold if they keep this up and make a couple of improvements. Now, is it as good as VO right now? Nope. But could it get there? Honestly, I think so. And for free, unlimited generations while we've got it, I'm not going to complain about that. And that's the real tea on Grok's Imagine feature. If you enjoyed this breakdown and learned something new, and you're interested in my Canva making your avatar and making it talk update, hit that video on screen. Until next time, keep learning, creating, and reigning the AI royal way.